Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Carter James Ranch. It's June 14th. Come up on about, I think, 7:30 at night. Boy, we're in the middle of a little heat streak here. We're about 98 today, and we got 90-degree temperatures up to 100 degrees predicted over the next 10 days. So after a really wet spring, the grass is looking real lush. Here's a funny story. I was driving in here the other day with my wife, and she says, "Man, I wish, looks like we got a lot of these weeds, these little purple weeds." And I said, "Man, that's clover." That's red clover. Those cattle love that. Those aren't weeds. That's gold growing out of the ground. So this is Sweets right here, 408J. She's a heifer. It's about a year old. She's super nice, super sweet. So looking forward to getting her bred this fall when she's ready to go. I wanted to point something out to you guys. I don't know if you see that steer right there in the middle. A few videos back, we had our other young steer along with him. The steer a while ago had eaten some tordon, some poison that I put on some branches, and this is his other young buddy. He actually poked his eye. He scratched his cornea, so we got his eyeball covered up, glued it on there, and I think it's starting to fall off, although it's supposed to stay on a little bit longer. But we're covering it up, trying to get his little ulcer on his eye to heal up. That's what the vet said. Anyhow, so that's supposed to fall off here in a couple days, and we'll kind of see what the status of his eye is. Not sure if his eye will go fully back. She said he may always have a little white in his eye after poking it, but you know, he was eating on some leaves off a tree on the other side of the pond, and he might have just not been paying attention and got it poked. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, I just wanted to show you an update on the cattle. They're all doing real well in this heat streak. They love getting out here in the evening. Getting out. I just moved them into a new little strip grazed area here. They still have access to all that forage back there still, but we're kind of moving them through this pasture, and we'll head on out towards the road out there. But had a new experience when we were trying to get that one steer into the head chute to get him his eye patched. I always made the assumption that cattle would not try to walk over cattle guards. Well, some of you watching might be thinking I'm an idiot, and I proved it to myself that I don't know what I'm talking about. So they were over here. We had built a lane with the electric fencing that kind of came across the driveway here and shot right down there, then took a left into where the head chute was. Well, this steer just did not want to go that direction, so he took a look at this cattle guard. He's like, "I'm going to walk over this." Well, I got real nervous. So I thought we were going to have a disaster. His foot went down in there, and he got himself stuck, and he started banging around and trying to get it loose. And I was thinking to myself that, boy, he's gonna break his leg if he falls. But luckily he got his leg out, and we eventually got him in and got that patch on. But anyhow, the more experiences you have, the more you realize things to do and not do. So I guess it's all part of learning when you're trying something new. But man, what a great June evening. Finally cooling off a little bit. Oh, I want to show you one other thing that I am trying. So I've been using this little fence charger. Let me see if I can zoom in back there. I've been using this little solar fence charger. Not a real powerful charger. It puts off about anywhere from 3,000 to 5,000 volts. I think it's 0.12 joules, and it really puts out a good zap. But I've had a couple times those young steers have kind of walked through the fence. I don't think not knowingly what they're doing, but I have upgraded my charger. We'll try this one now. This was I think the second to the biggest one they had here at the local farm store. Just a solar one. I need to at some point get some high tensile permanently electrified fence built, but for now we're just going to be going on the solar fence. So this one's got 0.2 joules, so we're sitting here letting it charge for 3 days in the sunlight, and then we'll hook it up and see how many volts this thing puts through the wire. So that's a new change. I'll look forward to seeing how that's going to work. But I also want to just give you a quick sneak peek into the farmhouse here at the Carter James. So here's a picture of the front of it. I've showed it in some other videos, but not up close, I don't believe. And we got the bunkhouse over there. That'll be a future project. And then we've got the candy stripe barn over there. So I'm not going to give you a full tour yet. We're not totally done with it. Hopefully in the next 30 days we'll be wrapping things up. But I figured I'd just give you a little sneak peek what it was like to walk back into 1895. Now I know this wasn't white probably back in 1895, but this is just kind of the entryway. There's the stairway going upstairs. Nice window. And go into the dining room and then the kitchen. We'll wait to show it to you. It's a little dusty right now. We've moved some stuff in, but had to, some of the dust from the kitchen, the work in the kitchen went. But look at the detail. Some of the detail on this stuff is just really cool. I really like the detail on here. All the way down here. And you got the globes going up. Yeah, more detail. And we're starting to furnish. This is the parlor room. Look at the size of those windows. A bay window. So it's starting to come together. But just wanted to give you a quick look into the entry. We'll do a full tour once we're done here. But looking forward to getting this project wrapped up. It's just a really neat house. Like I said, the house was built in 1895. Hold on, I can't reach the lock here. House was built in 1895. There was an addition that was put on the back with the garage and a sunken living room and a master bedroom and a bathroom. So it's just a really neat house. You got the columns. Look at the detail on these windows. Take a step back in time. Sit on the large front porch. Sit around talking. Just makes you wonder what they did back in the late 1800s, early 1900s. What they did out here. I'm sure there were some great family gatherings, sitting around, drinking iced tea, drinking a beer, looking at the world. So that's what it looks like tonight, June 14th. From the front porch of the farmhouse. Thanks for watching. Feel free to follow us at carterjamesranch.com. If you want to get more videos when we have a chance to load them up, hit the subscribe button and like button. And we'll catch up on the next video. Have a great night.